You guys, inZOI is being so quick to release updates and fix things. We just got another hotfix, and this one is actually a pretty big one, so I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna go through it with you guys today. So there has been a gameplay update. There's been improvements of build mode, default camera, and addition of free camera. Default camera improved usability for camera movement and rotation. This is gonna be great because I love the inZOI camera, but there was little things that were kind of like finicky about it. So I'm glad that they've updated that. Free camera added free camera for build mode where players who are used to WASD control can use conveniently. Okay, this is amazing too. So good for taking pictures of your builds. We also have a video here, which is what I'm really excited about. They gave us a whole light shadow casting update. So we're gonna watch this together, but oh my goodness, you guys, it looks incredible. So improved in-game character appearance, light shadow casting update. So there has been some complaints about the way characters will look in game and stuff like that. I just feel like they really listen to us and I love that. So shadow casting effects have been applied to both outdoor street lights and indoor lights, delivering a more natural and realistic graphical experience. We hope this update addresses long-standing feedback regarding the visual inconsistency between characters viewed in the character studio and those seen during gameplay. Due to optimization limitations, this feature was not implemented during the initial development phase. However, in response to continued player feedback, we have introduced shadow casting as part of our ongoing improvements. Further enhancements are expected with an upcoming engine update scheduled for this summer. Please note that enabling shadow casting may impact performance depending on your hardware. We recommend referring to the detailed settings guide below to adjust the feature according to your system environment. We remain committed to carefully listening to your feedback and continuously pursuing meaningful improvements. Do keep that in mind. Of course, shadows are a big thing. Depending on your PC, it could affect performance, but let's go ahead and look at this video. Cast shadows street lamps. All right, so we're gonna get to see a before and after. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. So basically, this is how it would look previously, and you do have the option to turn it on and off. So I like this because, you know, it can affect your performance. So if you're someone who has your performance affected by things like this, you know, you can keep it off. But if your PC can handle it, look at how good that looks. I am literally obsessed. My PC should be totally fine with this, and I cannot wait to go in and check it out. This just looks so much more realistic and natural. And I feel like this Zoe looks, you know, exactly how she would in Create a Zoe. Whereas you can see here, it's just, you know, messing with the features. I feel like the way the shadows casted isn't very realistic, but this just looks so nice. Okay, this one, I was like, okay, incredible. So this is the realistic shadows. You can see there's cast shadows lighting, cast shadows street lamps, and then realistic shadows. You're also going to want to be in the custom settings. I honestly recommend doing custom with your game settings no matter what computer you have. For me, it was a game changer being able to go in and individually change each thing because there is some things, for example, when you're playing on ultra or high, there's some things that don't necessarily need to be on high or ultra. It doesn't really make much of a difference except cause some performance issues. So yeah, when I went in and did custom settings, it was game changing for me. My game has been running beautifully because I can put the things on high and ultra that I care for, and then, you know, things that I just don't really care for, don't really pay attention to or notice, I can turn those down even to low. But yeah, look at how good this looks. I mean, it looks good even when it's paused, but when you unpause it, like this is like shaking, and the other one is just still and beautiful. So cast shadows lighting. This one, you can toggle it. So basically enable cast shadows. Enabling cast shadows lighting can enhance visual quality by rendering shadows, but may cause performance issues if too many shadows are present. Enable these settings. So look at that. Like, what? Guys, that looks so good. So does this one. That's incredible. That looks so much nicer to me. Yeah, like everything about it just looks so much more aesthetically pleasing, I guess. And when it comes to a realistic game, these things are important because, of course, the way the game looks is not the biggest thing. Gameplay is obviously so important, all of that stuff. But you make these gorgeous characters, and I don't know, because it's such a realistic game, I've seen people say, you know, when they have their Zoi's go to the beach, they feel like they're literally there. That's such a great experience, and we need the game to be looking good to feel that way. This is incredible. I love the after. So good. And then we can see the shadows here underneath the table. It just creates such an even more realistic experience. I love it. I can't believe they've done this already. Like, of course, they've been releasing hotfixes and stuff like that, but for them to do this already, I was not expecting. So then over in the hotfix notes, they just kind of go over what we just looked at. So you can see you can go to graphics, custom, and then cast shadows street lamps. And then you'll also see the realistic shadows here and the cast shadows lighting. So yeah, it's just kind of going over what we just looked at in more detail. So make sure you give this a read if you're wondering about anything. Look at how good it looks. So beautiful, you guys. But yes, make sure you go into your settings and enable it because this is disabled by default. Look at how nice this is now. Look, you can see the biggest difference right here. And then we also get some gameplay fixes, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are happy about. Fixed an issue preventing players from resuming gameplay. An issue was identified where game progress was not properly saved under certain conditions, preventing players from resuming gameplay. This occurred due to the escape key failing to exit map mode as intended, and the transition to the lobby proceeding before the save process had fully completed, occasionally resulting in corrupted save files. So yeah, with early access stuff, people have been, of course, dealing with corrupted save files. They do give you that warning that that can happen, but I'm glad they fixed this specific issue that was causing corrupted save files. However, I also want to say make sure you have your autosave feature on. That's going to save you guys because I've actually already had 2 corrupted save files. Everything's been fine now, but early on I did experience some crashing. And you know, they do say if your game crashes at a certain point when you're saving your game or something like that, it can result in a corrupted save file. But having your autosave on as often as even 5 minutes, I have it on 10 minutes, it's going to save you a lot. To address this, we have updated the escape key functionality to correct exit map mode and revise the transition logic to ensure it occurs only after the save has been successfully completed. Okay, perfect. Then we have improved so that Zoe's lifespan is changed each time the game is resumed, preventing repeated deaths at the same age. Okay, I did see some people talking about that. Fixed an issue where Zoe's would not die in fires immediately or were unable to use stairs and fire extinguishers during fire incidents. Perfect, amazing. Fixed an issue where certain objects were missing after reverting to a default lot. Fixed an issue where locked doors and windows could not be replaced after adjusting platform height on apartment lots. Then we have some fixes for the ambition/goal. Resolved an issue where certain goals in the notorious villain ambition were not completing. Fixed an issue where certain goals, partners in love, nation sweetheart, in the pursuit of love ambition were not being counted correctly. Fixed an issue where certain goals in the community contribution ambition were not properly counted. Corrected the lot price display text for the financial success ambition. Then we have some fixes for career and interaction. Fixed an issue where the 3rd rank of non-interactive careers would not be reached. Removed the karma requirement for animal feeding interactions. Oh, this is great. We love that. Previously, feeding interactions with cats and pandas in the city appearance feature were only available when a certain karma condition was met. This requirement has now been removed, allowing players to interact and feed animals at any time. This interaction was originally intended to serve as a positive action to help improve neutral karma. However, we have revised this design as it did not align well with the actual gameplay patterns of inZOI players. Fixed an issue where conversation interactions were unavailable while Zoe's were riding a vehicle. Then we have some UI fixes, improved sorting so that player-created households are now displayed at the top of the family list. Fixed an issue where Zoe's become unresponsive and the UI failed to display during furniture crafting interactions. Corrected the mismatch between UI display and the actual behavior for vertical camera movement in default camera mode. Fixed an issue where the mouse hover function behaves abnormally after using certain features within the canvas upload pop-up. And then for canvas, fixed an issue where accessories creating using the 3D printer feature could not be uploaded to canvas. Then we have some crash fixes, which I think is another thing a lot of you are going to be happy about. Fixed an issue where crashes would occur intermittently under specific conditions, and added a crash warning pop-up for Intel 13th and 14th generations CPUs. We'll continue to make inZOI more stable and enjoyable for everyone. Thank you as always for your continued support and valuable feedback, the inZOI team. Okay, I think this is an amazing update. I really wasn't expecting all this. We've seen a few updates. I think this is the biggest one so far. I could be wrong, but I really wasn't expecting that update with the shadows and stuff like that. And I feel like they truly really want to make this game an enjoyable experience for us. You know, this is early access. There's going to be bugs, there's going to be glitches, there's going to be performance issues, and it seems like they're they're really listening and focusing on getting this game up to the best performance that it can be and optimizing it and all of that. So I'm really excited. Isn't this already like our 4th update or something like that? And then we're already halfway through April. Time is flying. And then in May, we get our first official big update for the roadmap where they're going to be adding more things to the game. We're officially going to get the mod kit, so people are going to be able to do so much more when creating mods, custom content, all of that. But you guys, I hope you're happy about this update. Definitely make sure to go ahead and update your game. And with that, I hope you all are having an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!